Inviting wildlife into your life with the Eco Gardens by Washburn LLC podcast. Eco Gardens by Washburn, I've had the opportunity to go through and look at your website and your Facebook stuff, and I think it's really cool that you have the software, you have the ability to help somebody actually plan their yard using 3D landscape design.
Yes, that is so cool. And to tell you the truth, it is kind of like playing a video game because you can sit there and pick different plants, and my client sits right next to me and says, you know what, maybe I would like something else, maybe something more of a purple foliage. So we pick something out, and we delete the one plant, we put the new plant in, and what's also neat is that you can see each plant as the seasons change too. So like if we put a crabapple in the front yard or something, you'd be able to see the beautiful magenta or white flowers in the spring, and then you turn it to fall, and, well, there's not really that big of fall color on a crabapple, but switch that around with a sugar maple. Holy buckets, is that ever different? One of the coolest parts is that I can actually make the client a movie. So make them a movie. In this movie, there are birds and butterflies, and you'll see the wind blowing the grasses. When I design landscapes that have patios with fireplaces or outdoor kitchens, you can see the flames of the fire pit illuminated. There's outdoor lighting that lights up. Music, too. So you can have a little jazzy tune, or you can have crickets chirping in the background. Also design some landscapes that have ponds in them, so there's little goldfish that are swimming around. And this is like seriously a video game. And you push the spacebar, and it throws fish food, and then the fish come up to the surface. Really, I can hook this up to a big screen TV, but or just glance at it on the computer. I always furnish a flash drive so that the client can do this or that.
Now, you had mentioned a couple of different things like backyard patios and decks and fish in ponds and things like that. Is that all stuff that Eco Gardens does?
I do small paver patios. I do very small retaining wall seat walls, nothing taller than 3 feet high and usually not more than 100 feet long. Now, the ponds I do not do. So I leave that up to the professionals.
When it comes to the other gardens, we've talked about planting gardens and stuff, but I know in the past we've had conversation about different types of gardens like pollinator gardens and rain gardens and rock gardens. Is there anything special you need to do to those types of gardens as we turn to the next season?
Leaving your plants stand through the spring to benefit the pollinators. You could give it a really good weeding. If, like in a rock garden, what I'm kind of thinking is, as far as the leaves, if you have a lot of leaves that fall onto your rock garden and then sit and decompose there, that's turning into organic matter. And with organic matter, we get growth. So if a weed seed blows into the organic matter in between your rocks, that's going to more than likely lead to plants that you don't want there, otherwise known as a weed. If you can blow those leaves out or pick them out, but that would be the best thing you can do going into winter for like a rock garden. But your other gardens, I would invite the leaves to fall in there.
Sarah Washburn from Eco Gardens by Washburn. How do we reach you, Sarah?
Oh, you can reach me on my cell phone, 608-386-3117, or you can log on to Facebook and find me there. You can visit my website, ecogardensbywashburn.com. I also have a YouTube channel, which is Eco Gardens by Washburn LLC. Or you can email me, ecogardensbywashburn@outlook.com.
Helping you to enjoy the natural beauty of your yard. The Eco Gardens by Washburn LLC podcast, a podcast for higher production.